Hello all YouTubers, I am the Weather Dude. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thank you all for tuning back into my presentation for April 12, 2019. As always, please don't forget to subscribe and also watch some of my other videos as well as my shout out video as well as my Winter Storm Wesley video as well. Okay, as always, please consider watching the whole entire video. Okay, it's only about 10-ish minutes or maybe a little bit less. Okay, if you do not watch the whole video, I guarantee you will miss valuable weather content that you need to find here that you will not find anywhere else. Okay, so please also consider ringing the bell notifications. Okay, it's very important that I reach 4,000 watch hours in the next 7 months. So please consider watching the whole video so you will not miss out on valuable weather content from me. Okay, so we're going to start with radar from the National Weather Service. This is the base reflectivities. Okay, this is latest material. We're actually going to reboot the page so we can get the latest radar material. Okay, heavy rains will be pushing through the Mid-Atlantic, and we'll be talking about the severe threat in the Mid-Atlantic and the Southeast as well. The Southeast and South Central severe threat will be much worse of a severe threat. But you can see some moderate to heavy rains scattered in the region right now. Okay, not too widespread yet, but that will change. Okay, and at 3 km, this is right around now. Okay, actually, this is down. Okay, and we have a line of storms. It's awaiting back to the west. Okay, in places like central western Pennsylvania. Okay, and also to the south as well, in like southern Virginia, northern North Carolina. But otherwise, just some scattered showers, maybe a thunderstorm or two out ahead of it. Nothing too terrible at all. And then, watch the line moves east, we start to see some more refiring out ahead of the actual line. And we just see more heavy rains continue to pummel the region. Okay, and then the thunderstorms go bye-bye, they leave. Okay, and they will be producing some heavy rains. Okay, this will be ending by about early Saturday morning. So by the time everybody wakes up, hopefully everything should be fine. Okay, second batch of storms will come Sunday night. Unfortunately, I cannot go out far enough to provide you with that. Okay, on other models you can. I just had to stick with this model. It's a very accurate model. Okay, so just for the first storm alone, okay, we're calling for about an inch or two, maybe parts of southeastern Pennsylvania, central western Pennsylvania. You combine the two storms, you can have about 2 to 3 inches of snow. But a lot of the Mid-Atlantic call for about 2 to 3 inches of snow if you combine the two weather systems that will be coming through. So some flooding is possible. Okay, high resolution model, okay, telling the same story. More of that flow from the southwest and the west as well. Okay, more heavy rains and severe threat as well. And later on in the video, we will be looking at convective outlooks so you can see the heavy rains that are pushing through the region. Okay, and also the severe weather that will be impacting and how many people will be affected by it. Now this is the south central United States. This is Texas right here. Okay, so hopefully you know where you're at, where I'm showing you. Okay, thunderstorms again, this is basically right now. Nothing too active, although we do have some thunderstorms going on to the south, parts like Louisiana, eastern Texas. Okay, but it will be snowing in some areas actually as well. Okay, and a little snow right there in western Mississippi. Gonna flare up. Okay, and then as we move on in time, the thunderstorms are gonna start to grow, and they're really gonna grow. Okay, and it's low right here, 1,000 millibars of pressure. It's gonna be lower than that. It's gonna deepen in pressure. It's gonna start moving to the east, and we're gonna have some snow forming in some spots. I think if it does form, okay, western Oklahoma, northern Panhandle, Texas. Okay, later on, once you get to the cooling of the day. Okay, and later in the day towards the night. Okay, so but look at the heavy rain, severe weather. Moderate risks of severe weather during the day tomorrow. Okay, gonna be an issue. Okay, this is Saturday morning. Okay, and the thunderstorms, look at this, just continue to fire up. And look at this. This is by hour 29, that magical hour. Okay, here's some snow over the northern parts of northern Texas Panhandle, parts of western Oklahoma. At best, I mean at the very best, you can have an inch of snow. Okay. Temperatures, okay, I've looked during this time, they're going to be between, a lot of these areas, 34 to 37, okay? Now, if it were to snow like this, 34 to 37 degrees, like where I'm at, it wouldn't even stick that much, okay? This is farther to the south of where I am, farther to the south and west, okay? The sun angle is going to be slightly stronger down there. So even if it was 32 or 31 or 30 degrees and snowing, okay, it still would have a hard time sticking because the sun angle is so strong, or it's much stronger in middle of April than it is, for example, back in January, February. Okay, but otherwise, look out ahead of it though. We have a moderate risk for severe thunderstorms. Okay, we'll be showing down the convective outlooks as well. Okay, here's the low pressure system deepening in strength, dragging some of that cold air, allow for a dusting to an inch of snow to break out, parts of northern Texas Panhandle, and parts of western Oklahoma. Okay, it's not like though. It's not like because I realize it's very spotty. Cause it's like, well, this snow. Well, if you go north of there, it might get a little bit cooler. Then why does it rain now? Okay, that just has to do with the atmosphere cooling, how it does in your atmosphere, how much the winds are being pulled down from the north, how much colder it can be dried into place. Okay, all that's dependent, not just, oh, I'm 20 miles north, I'm going to get snow, because 20 miles to the south of me is getting snow. No, it's not the case. Okay, but you can see the storms will continue to strengthen and move to the east, and the severe threat will go all the way to the Ohio Valley, and maybe potentially the Mid-Atlantic and Northeast as a separate batch, Sunday night and a Monday. Okay, so that is a possibility. The storms make their way out. We have peace. Peace, peace, peace. Okay, but before we have that peace, we're going to have the severe weather and the heavy rains. How much of it? Well, let's look right now. Okay, total accumulated rainfall. Okay, it's going to be a lot according to this NAM 3KM model here. Okay, about 2 to 3 inches of rain for a widespread part of the region. Okay, I think a few areas could even exceed 4 inches of rain. That is certainly a possibility as well. Heavy rains, downpours, winds past 60, 65 miles an hour, golf ball sized hail possible. Okay, all you can think of is pretty much going to be included in this storm system. Okay, so something to really watch out for. Okay, so HR model, okay, this only goes out 18 hours. But you see here it is, the low deepening in strength. Okay, and it will continue to push on to the east. Okay, some very heavy rains. In just an 18-hour time period, how much rain will you probably see? Let's see. Yeah, it's going to be about like a couple inches in some spots, okay, depending on how much, or the radar, the velocities on the radar, how strong the radar is. I will be issuing my hurricane season outlook, just a quick note, okay, a little bit later on, probably like next week, my 5th one. Okay, so their snowfall outlook considers about, this is what I would agree with here. About a dusting to an inch, maybe an inch and a half of snow is certainly possible. NAM 3KM, okay, let's go back to that model real quick because I forgot to share the snowfall outlooks. They're really, really overdoing this. They're really overdoing it. Okay, they're talking about 1 to 3 inches of snow for northern Texas Panhandle, southern Oklahoma, western Oklahoma. Okay, in the mountains here, like I can see you guys getting like 6 to 12 inches. Okay, that's not out of the ordinary. But right here, getting like 1 to 3 inches of snow at this time of the year, it's just very uncommon. I'm not saying it cannot happen, it's just uncommon. I just really don't think it will happen. Okay, so day 1 convective outlooks. Here we are. Okay, the greatest threat for severe weather today is going to be that area of slight and central to western Texas. Well, what do I mean by that? Well, let me list just some cities for you. Okay, Abilene, Texas, Midland, Texas, San Angelo, Texas, Del Rio, Texas, Big Spring, Texas, in a slight risk. Okay, Dallas-Fort Worth is also in a marginal risk. Okay, about 16.2 million people to be affected by severe weather today. Okay, tornado risks, okay, going to be about 2 to 5%. Wind risk, 5 to 15% of damaging winds, and hail in that hatched area, some significant, possibly. San Angelo, Del Rio, Texas, some significant hail is possible. We're talking about like larger than golf ball sized hail. Okay, and again, about 11.1 million people to be affected by hail. How about tomorrow? Okay, tomorrow we're talking about almost 40 million people to be affected by severe weather. Okay, moderate risks. Okay, winds past 70 miles an hour. Tons of hail, tons of wind, tons of rain, you name it. It's going to be there tomorrow. Mainly across northern Louisiana, southern Arkansas as well. Okay, and outside of there, New Orleans, Texas, going to be in that slight to enhanced risk. Sunday, okay, it all moves to the east. We're talking about the Ohio Valley. It's eventually going to reach the Mid-Atlantic. Okay, don't get impatient. Okay, and again, about 60 million people to be affected by severe weather on Sunday. Okay, 1 to 3 inches of rain is possible. Okay, across south central all the way to the Mid-Atlantic in the next 2 days. Some areas could exceed 4 inches, as I've said before. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed. Okay, thank you for watching. As always, please consider subscribing. I am the Weather Dude, signing off. Till next time. Thank you for watching.